we're going to talk about Chinatown. This is the story of a detective who gets a very small cassette to spy on a man. But as he gets deeper into that man's life, he realizes just how much trouble he's gotten himself into. The story begins, and we are shown a scene from 1937. We see a private detective named J.J. Gittes. Everyone calls him Jake. A woman named Evelyn comes to Jake. She tells Jake that she suspects her husband is having an affair with another woman. My age has passed, but my husband is interested in young women. That's why I want to confirm whether he's having an affair or not. My husband's name is Mulwray. After hearing all this, Jake takes her case and starts investigating everything about Mulwray. Then we find out that Mulwray is a high-ranking officer. He is an engineer at the Los Angeles Power and Water Department, and he keeps having arguments with his senior. Mulwray tells everyone that they cannot send water supply to that area. If water supply is sent to that area, it will be very unsafe. Many people's lives could be at risk because of this. But everyone is against Mulwray. They want the water supply to go there. Jake listens to all of this very carefully and keeps following Mulwray. After some time, Mulwray meets a young woman and even hugs her. This is the moment when Jake takes pictures of Mulwray and immediately gets them published in the newspaper so that Mulwray finds out about it. The headlines all over the newspaper are about Mulwray having an illicit relationship with girls. A little while later, another woman arrives who introduces herself as Evelyn. Jake gets confused and says, "How can you be Evelyn?" The woman says, "I am the real Evelyn, and the woman who came to you before was someone else. Her only job was to give you this assignment and ruin my husband's reputation throughout the city. And that's exactly what you did. You have dragged my husband's image through the mud. Now I'm going to sue you. We will meet in court very soon." After saying this, she leaves. Now Jake is troubled. He's trying to unravel all this mystery. He's a detective. He knows how to uncover the truth behind such things. After a while, he realizes that something is definitely going on in this city. That's why they want to frame Mulwray. Now, to get to the truth, he has to meet Mulwray no matter what. The very next day, he goes to Mulwray's office, but Mulwray isn't there. Jake meets another man there, whose name is Russ. Russ tells him everything when Mulwray comes, when he doesn't. But he doesn't want Jake to meet Mulwray. So, very cleverly, Jake steals his visiting card and leaves from there. Then he goes to Evelyn's house, apologizes, and admits that he made a mistake. "I don't want you to file any lawsuit against me. I just want to express my profound and earnest desire, a deep-seated aspiration that resonates within me, to achieve a particular outcome, as it is something that I genuinely wish for with all my heart and deeply hope will come to fruition in the very near future, fulfilling a significant and long-held personal longing that has been a constant presence in my thoughts and dreams, bringing about a sense of complete satisfaction and contentment. To meet them, they usually go to the nearby reservoir, so if you really want to apologize to them, you can go there." After hearing this, Jack sets out and arrives near the reservoir, but it's not that easy to get inside. Jack already knew this. That's why he had stolen Russ's visiting card. He shows it to the guards and says that Mr. Russ sent him here. He says he needs to interview Mr. Mulwray. The guards believe him and let him inside. But after going inside, he finds out something that leaves him shaken. He's told that Mr. Mulwray's dead body has been found inside. Everyone is in shock because of this. No one can understand what has happened. Most people say that as soon as Mulwray's affair came to light, he was so ashamed that he took his own life. Some people say that he was murdered, but no one is able to reach any conclusion. After her husband's death, Evelyn becomes extremely distraught. She is determined to get to the truth, no matter what. She wants to know what happened to her husband. She used to spend day and night with Mr. Mulwray. She knows for a fact that her husband did not take his own life. She has realized that the police are not doing anything. Everyone has covered up the matter. So, with her last hope, she goes to Jack. She tells him that whatever happened to her husband was a conspiracy, and that conspiracy began with you. She says, "I have to know the truth at any cost, no matter what happens, and you will bring the truth to light." Jack agrees and starts trying to find out what really happened to Mulwray and who the people were that were after him. As he investigates everything, he comes across a receipt. After looking at the receipt, he realizes that a huge amount of water was released from here at intervals, and there is no record of it anywhere else. After seeing these things, Jack goes to the place where the water was released. But when he gets there, he realizes that the place is deserted. There is dryness as far as the eye can see, meaning even here, no water has come. Now Jack can't figure out what exactly is going on. So he starts going to the reservoir every day, the place where Mulwray's body was found, to find out what exactly is happening there. One night, when he arrives there, he hears the sound of 2 gunshots. He is startled and can't understand where the gunshots came from and why anyone would fire a gun near the reservoir. Before he can make sense of all this, the water gate opens and a powerful surge of water rushes toward him, sweeping Jack away. After a great struggle, he manages to steady himself and grabs onto a great door. But the current of the water is extremely strong. He tries his hardest to get out, but he can't escape that easily. Finally, holding onto the grate, he manages to climb up. But before he can run away from there, Two people catch him. During an official visit, one of the individuals present, a man dressed in a standard uniform, began to speak. He clearly stated, with a professional and authoritative tone, "I am here representing the local water department and I am conducting an official visit to address a specific matter concerning the water supply infrastructure in this area." His declaration was made to the residents or property owners, indicating his official capacity and the reason for his presence, which was directly related to the maintenance and management of the public water system. But after today, you won't do this anymore. Whenever you try something like this again, you remember this moment that you need to keep your nose to yourself. After saying this, he signals to the man. The man pulls out a knife and cuts off half of Jake's nose, causing Jake excruciating pain. They leave after giving him a warning. Jake gets himself treated, but he still isn't ready to sit quietly. He wants to uncover the truth behind this case at any cost. One day, while he's sitting at home, he gets a call from a woman. She introduces herself as Ida. After talking for a while, he realizes that this is the same woman who first came to his office posing as Evelyn. Jake asks her a lot of questions, but she doesn't answer them and says, "If you want to know the truth, do exactly as I say. Take out the newspaper from the day Mulwray died. Look at the death notices column to see how many other people died." Jake immediately takes out that newspaper and starts checking all the names, but he doesn't find any name that looks familiar. Still, he knows that this information might be useful to him in the future. He keeps that newspaper with him and heads back to the water department office. After a bit more investigation, he finds a name, and that name is Noah. Noah is the same man who controls all the water in the city. Without his permission, no water can go anywhere, nor can it come from anywhere. After a bit more investigation, Jake finds out that Mulwray was Noah's partner in this business. At that moment, he can't understand how that's possible. Mulwray was just an ordinary engineer, while Noah is a very wealthy man, so how could he be his partner? Then after a while, he finds out that Noah was his father-in-law, which is why he made him his partner. Noah is none other than Evelyn's father. Now Jake realizes that if he wants to unravel the mystery any further, he'll have to go and meet Noah. Without wasting any time, he goes straight to Noah and tells him everything that has happened so far. Noah says, "You probably have no idea what you're talking about or what kind of situation you're tangled up in. You're a very small man. You don't even know what could happen to you. What happened to your nose could happen to your entire body as well. So keep yourself and your nose away from these things. I'll give you another case. There was a mistress of Mulwray who has gone missing. Try to find her. Whatever fee people usually pay you, I'll pay you double that. Just find that woman and bring her to me. There's no danger in this job, and no one will come after you. Your nose will stay safe." Jake leaves from there and gets to work on the next task. Meanwhile, he finds out that all the real estate plots towards the northwest are in bad shape. The prices of all those plots, once considered prime real estate, are now dropping rapidly and dramatically, causing significant concern among landowners and investors alike. This alarming decline in value is directly attributable to a critical issue: the severely diminished water supply. Jake, a keen observer of these unfolding events, quickly realizes that there is definitely a profound and undeniable connection between the dwindling water supply and the specific region of the Northwest. This realization strikes him with a sense of urgency. Without wasting any precious time or hesitating for a moment, he immediately heads over to the Northwest to investigate further and uncover the full extent of the problem. The office has come and will put pressure on people to sell their land. It also works for water supply. Without listening to Jack, everyone starts beating him. They keep beating him until he loses consciousness. Just then, Evelyn arrives and saves Jack's life. As they are leaving, Evelyn asks, "What have you found out so far?" Jack says that the entire conspiracy is happening in the water department. A large amount of water is being stolen from there. According to the records, a huge building is being constructed in the fort, where the water is being sent. But that water isn't going anywhere. All of the water is inside the reservoir, and they are planning to build a new water supply. All the water they have stolen belongs to those farmers, the same farmers who beat me up. They are planning to build a new water supply just to steal this water, and your husband was against this very thing. He didn't want a new water supply to be built. Otherwise, many people would lose their lives. The water supply is going to become unsafe. As soon as these people found out about this, they had your husband killed. Since then, those people have been stealing the water, and all these farmers have fallen for their deception. Most of the farmers have sold their land. Only a few farmers are still holding up. I have a complete record of who has bought how much land. A man named Robert alone has bought 7,000 acres of land, and Clarence has bought 5,000 acres, and Emma has bought even more than that, 12,000 acres. The one who has bought the most land is Jasper with 25,000 acres. and all of this land was bought by these people for next to nothing, all with the help of the water department. This is a massive conspiracy. They have completely ruined all the farmers. But as soon as he mentions Jack Jasper here, something comes to his mind. He immediately pulls out that newspaper clipping and sees that Jasper's name is also in the death notice. Then he starts connecting all the dots because this death notice is from 2 weeks ago, but the land registration happened just a week ago, which means there has been a major fraud in the registration as well. Now both of them have to uncover the truth. First, they go to the place where they can find out where all the people who bought the land live. After investigating for a long time, they find out about the rest home, where most of the buyers live. Without wasting any time, they arrive there, and as soon as they do, their eyes first fall on a woman named Emma. She has also bought land there. They start questioning her. At that moment, the manager there gets wind of what's happened. He comes over and stops them midway, saying that they can't interrogate guests like this. While they're talking, Jack realizes that the manager has already called Claudie the one who had cut off Jack's nose. That means Claude will be coming with his men. At that precise and pivotal juncture, a moment of significant consequence and unfolding importance, Jack, a character of considerable narrative weight and individual significance, and evil, a formidable and malevolent entity whose presence cast a palpable shadow, were situated. This particular instant marked a critical convergence, setting the stage for subsequent developments and interactions within the unfolding narrative. He ends up staying over and sleeps at Evelyn's house. Then, in the middle of the night, Evelyn's phone rings. She gets ready and starts to leave. Jake realizes something is fishy, so he quietly follows her. After a while, Evelyn reaches a house nearby and goes inside. Then Jake also peeks inside. He sees that Evelyn is meeting a girl there. After seeing the girl, he is shocked, because this is the same girl whose photo Noah had given him and said that she was the mistress. He starts waiting to see when Evelyn will come out. As soon as Evelyn comes out, he tells her that she is holding the girl hostage because that girl was her husband's mistress. Evelyn gets scared and says, "What are you talking about? This girl is none other than my sister. Her name is Catherine." Now, after hearing all this, he starts connecting the dots. If Catherine is Evelyn's sister, then why did New say that she was the mistress? Is there something going on in this family that no one knows about? This family has buried some secret, and as he is thinking about this, his phone rings. After answering the phone, he finds out about Ed, and within a short while he arrives there. When he gets there, he discovers that Da's body is lying inside. There, he meets someone. Both of them used to be friends, so Escobar tells him everything. He says that when we arrived here, the girl's body was already lying there. But I want to tell you one more thing. When the report came out, it showed that there was salty water in her lungs. But where her body was found, there is no salty water inside the reservoir, which means she wasn't killed in the reservoir. She was killed somewhere else and then brought into the reservoir. Now, in this whole case, there is a prime suspect. Evelyn, help us so that we can catch Evelyn as soon as possible. But now Jack doesn't want to talk to anyone. He wants to go himself. Running towards Evelyn, he reaches her house, and as soon as he gets there, he notices in the pond outside, right next to her house, there is a small pond, the water of which looks murky, and inside that water, he also spots a pair of glasses. Jack starts to suspect that maybe Maleko was killed right here. When he goes inside, he sees that all the servants are packing up, which means that now Lynn is about to run away from here. Then he grabs Lynn and says that he wants to know the whole truth, especially about Catherine. Who is Catherine? But Evelyn doesn't say anything. Then Jake slaps her. After the slap, she breaks down in tears and says that she didn't lie to him about Catherine being her sister. But Catherine is also my daughter. When I was 15, my father raped me and then Catherine was born, which means I am both her sister and her mother. He asks if she was the one who killed Murray. Outside in the pond, I saw a pair of glasses and the water there is also muddy. Lynn says that those glasses aren't Murray's because Murray never wore glasses and I have nothing to do with Murray's death. He was a good person. After hearing all this, he tells her not to worry. I'll get both you and Catherine out of the city. He says, give me a little time. I'll make all the arrangements so I can send both of you out of America to Mexico. There, you both will be completely safe. After making the arrangements, he calls and says, your butler, whose house is in Chinatown, meet me at his place. When they leave from there, they go. Then he calls Noah directly and asks him to come to Abilene's house so that he can make a deal with him and finally get rid of this for good. Because of this case, Noah arrives there at night. Then Jack tells him that he wants to leave this case for good. I want to get away from it. But before that, tell me the whole truth. Why did you do all this? Noah says that the matter is very straightforward. I have a dream. I want LA to become really big. But there's only one obstacle in its way. It's the Northwest, which the farmers have ruined with their farming and their miserable land. That's why I stopped the water there and had the land sold off for next to nothing, so that I could unite LA and the Northwest, develop the area, and take this city to even greater heights. After hearing all this, Jack says, you are a very selfish man. To fulfill your dream, you made your own daughter a widow and killed Mulwray. and even now you are not satisfied. You might even destroy the rest of your family. But before Jack can say anything further, Claude points a gun at him and says, "Take us to where Catherine and Evelyn are." Now Jack has no other option left. They have him at gunpoint. Jack drives and reaches Chinatown. After taking both of them there, Jack sees that all the police officers are present, and as soon as they see Jack, they catch him. At that moment, Noah goes inside and drags Catherine out. Seeing this, Evelyn pulls out her gun and shoots Noah in the shoulder. Then she takes Catherine and sits in her car to escape from them. But before she can get away, the police start shooting and one of the bullets hits her. Evelyn dies right there. After her death, Noah goes and grabs Catherine, trying to take her away. Jake moves forward to save her. Just then, Escobar arrives. He tells the other police officers to let Jake go. Then he explains to Jake that he shouldn't do anything. He should just stand quietly. He is now free. Jake starts to wonder what exactly is happening here. Noah, in human form, is a beast who has committed every crime, yet still stands before police officers. Everyone knows the truth, but no one can do anything to him. Jake keeps breaking down like this. Just then, a policeman comes up to him and says, "Jake, don't think too much. This is Chinatown. This is how things work here." Jake looks at him and calms down. He too has now come to a profound understanding and fully realized that the intricate complexities of the situation, which were previously obscured or perhaps not entirely apparent, have now become undeniably clear to him. This newfound clarity allows him to grasp the full implications and consequences of the circumstances at hand, leading to a comprehensive and insightful comprehension of the entire scenario.